All right. So next we're going to plant is some gooseberries. These are good for making jams and jellies. They're more of a bush. They're good for zones 3 through 8, which, of course, here in Indiana, we are zone 6. So these are actually quite cold hardy. And we're also in northern Indiana, so we're even a little higher. But zones 3 through 8, well, that's the Espanol side. Plant height is 3 to 5 feet. These are the green variety. My father has the, I believe they are considered black variety. Had to go get my shovel. The daughter was out here helping earlier. We already put in the black raspberries. We just tack those two on the end of the red raspberry flame. That one's there without the cattle panels. Then you have the, I believe they're called Gooseberry. They're kind of like a black raspberry, but they're thornless. Anytime the stem touches the ground, they're going to pop up and start a new plant. Just the other side of them, we have the cold hardy kiwis, which they don't look like they actually did very well, but we got those from Tractor Supply as well. Or no, Lowe's. We got those from Lowe's, my mistake. And then we have the yellow raspberries, which all those got eaten by, I'm guessing, rabbits. This is before we started putting the cages around them. That's why the cages are important. And then the red blueberry. Kind of an oxymoron to me, but that's what I believe Lowe's called them. But we got one of those. We're going to see what happens. I need to get another one because they're not self-pollinating. And then just on the other side of them are actual blackberries. Some of those are actually starting to bud out. But how we have it set up is we're going to have flowers over here. Then we got the goji berries. And then they're going to be a partially shaded area, which I don't know what we're going to put there yet. These plants are all that we got here, all full sun. So I can't put them there. They're a little too close to the pine trees. And then you have, this will be the berry arbor, I guess, if you want to call it that, where you have your raspberries, blackberries, gooseberries. Oh, and there's also blueberries over here on the Gooseberry line. That's what I believe that's what it's called. Again, I got those from my dad, so I'm not 100% sure on the name. That's just what he calls them. They're very much similar to a blackberry. They're just a little touch more tart. But the kids love them because, again, they're thornless, so you don't have to worry about any of that. And then just on the other side of this, we got our garden, and then just past that is the start of the orchard. A couple of these plants are going to end up over there because they do grow. Anything over 5 foot tall goes over there. So we'll be seeing that here in a few, or maybe in a different video. Depends on how I want to split this up. Now, something I noticed about this is actually off of a cutting. So I'll get over here. Hopefully you can see a little closer. It's blunted there, and then roots have started down here at the base, but it doesn't exactly come right off. So this is actually from off of a cutting. So we'll see how this does. Right now it looks just more like a twig. We'll see if it blooms here soon. We're planting, this would be 1st of May. We've been having cold snaps, so I've been trying to make sure we don't put too much in the ground. The plants I did have in the greenhouse, of course, the tornado took out the greenhouse. You can see that tornado damage and everything that went through in one of my first videos. But We replanted, stuck them out here, and then I worked seconds. So I was putting them out and then bringing them in right around midnight when I got home. Well, one night it just got a little too much frost and we lost a lot of them again. So we're going to be doing direct sow this year instead of starts because we tried starting them all inside after the tornado took them out the greenhouse aspect. So this is that 1 foot chicken wire that I was talking about earlier. It tends to work pretty good with using it. I haven't had too many issues of after putting the cage on, anything really getting into it. Now with this, I use pliers to bend over. But all you do is you lace it over like so. Now these I tend to do more in the middle too. Just because this stuff doesn't seem to be quite as rigid. I mean, it holds out most stuff anyways, but chicken wire does tend to be, or at least it seems to be to me, the cheapest wire you can get from Rural King or Tractor Supply or anything to that matter. I've also found that Rural King's a little bit cheaper. Now, of course, that's a store here in Indiana. I don't know if they're all over. I would imagine they're quite big. But Rural King more or less became really popular, at least it seemed like, after Big R went out under. And if you're liking the content so far, if you don't mind, to like and subscribe. Of course, this is us starting out our homestead, so you can watch us grow in our journey. Now, my wife had a great idea to get some of these steaks. They're real cheap. I think I got them on Amazon actually for like $4 for a whole package. But I'll put that in, and that will secure this cage. On our Arkansas black apple that we got, there's actually something coming by and actually lifting the cage up and the plant out of the ground. But that's us planting the goji berry. I'm going to go ahead and do the other one, and then we'll move on to the next plant.